Well, guys, most people have interactions with deputies at a courthouse. The new Bucks County Sheriff says that people here in this county were afraid to come to the Justice Center, even for things like paying a traffic ticket, out of fear they could be detained by a deputy or even possibly jailed or deported. Those fears, he says, were due to a previous agreement that the old sheriff entered into with ICE, which was terminated today in an executive order.
If you come into this courthouse, you are a victim, you are a witness, you're an observer, no one's going to bother you about your immigration status.
That's the promise from Bucks County's new sheriff, Danny Seisler. He says his office is ending a program his predecessor started implementing earlier this year, giving deputies the ability to perform immigration enforcement.
My decision to terminate this partnership was based solely on public safety considerations, and it is my belief that this action will restore the trust between tens of thousands of our residents and the brave officers who protect and serve them.
Residents like Heidi Rue, who fled El Salvador when she was young and is now a U.S. citizen with strong ties to the local immigrant community.
There's so much fear, already a baseline fear, that all this did was fuel and increase that fear to a point where people were not comfortable leaving their homes.
Seisler defeated Fred Herron in November's general election, months after the former sheriff announced plans for the office to partner with ICE under the 287G agreement. It allows local law enforcement agencies to become deputized to perform immigration enforcement. Herron defended his efforts during an appearance on NBC 10 at Issue.
We're only dealing with people that have warrants for their arrest for criminal activity within Bucks County and in our region. I am not. We're not looking at people going to work. We're not going on calls and running people to see whether or not they're. It's only people that have current warrants for their arrest and have eluded law enforcement.
Herron's initiative was tied up in the legal system after local groups filed a lawsuit in the summer. A Bucks County judge ruled weeks before the election that the sheriff's office had legal authority to work with ICE, though Seisler says the program was never fully implemented. Was there anyone actually detained under that program?
No.
Seisler says Bucks is still not and won't be a sanctuary county, and the termination of the order does not mean the county is severing ties with ICE.
We will ensure that actual criminals, people involved in human trafficking, fentanyl distribution, child exploitation, violent crime and fraud, and are in the country illegally, are deported, which had been the standard practice in Bucks County for decades.
And I just got a statement from the White House. A spokesperson told me these types of actions won't stop ICE and the federal government from enforcing the law. They will only make it significantly more challenging to get dangerous criminals, illegals off American streets and put innocent Americans in harm's way. Now, the sheriff says that this decision has nothing to do with what is happening nationally, including in Minnesota. He also says he hasn't received any word from the Trump administration about an increased ICE presence here in Bucks County. That's the very latest live in Doylestown tonight. I'm Sheehan, NBC 10 News.